democratic change in Sri Lanka. Democratic revolution started last January with the overthrow of fascistic Mahinda Rajapaksa's regime. But that did not finish the struggle. Mahinda Rajapaksa retained a substantial section of the Sinhala vote, and he has remobilized his followers with the chauvinist slogans and fascistic manipulations. And on the other hand, the revolutionary regime during this period took steps to restructure the state apparatus and also to change the constitution, in addition to dig into corruption and also waste. And all this has been done, and now we are facing the second test or the attack of a regroup Mahinda Rajapaksa. We have, as Nama Samaj Party, very serious role to play. Democratic revolution should continue. And Ranil, who is the leader of the liberal democracy, at the moment constrained by his own tradition, parliamentary tradition, and also tradition of commonwealth. And he is trying to achieve a change and democratic setup, abide by the struggles limited to the parliament. But what he faces is something different. Fascistic Mahinda Rajapaksa and his group, they are prepared to do anything. Their method of struggle is full of violence and undermining the whatever the rule of law. And already it has been clear in many things they have done. Therefore, Nama Samaj Party, we want the people that arousing and agitating and creating a positive atmosphere and be watchful and to activize everybody is the method to face fascism. Mass struggle, struggle to defend rights, struggle to stand for justice, struggle to protect the weak, women and children, that should be the method to fight back. And we have to see the changes. We have to see that constitution change and become a completely democratic by removing the dictatorial powers of the president and pulling back all powers to the parliament. And also making all sections of state come under independent commissions, including the election commission. And all that has to be done. And also the military apparatus built by the fascistic regime in the war against Tamil people has to be rearranged, regrouped and dismantled. This has been done, but it should continue. Emergency powers are over, but still some part of the state machinery work under the idea that there is emergency law and that they could do anything. Therefore, it is necessary to break down that mindset and to get the people to abide by civil law. And already police is taking over most of the military operations and things that have been handled by the military. And military power is reduced. It is a continuous process to change the soldier to a civilian person working somewhere. That process has to be done. Then the most important other element is the domination of multinationals. Under the pretext of helping the war, global powers barged into our country, and they took over many parts of the economy through their own multinationals, including Chinese corporations. The development projects that they have spelled out are mostly unnecessary, and remaining things are also not the way that we should go on to develop the economy. And some of these are really to plunder the resources of the country. Therefore, it should these projects, large number of them should be abandoned, and there should not be any continuation. This anti-imperialist reorganization has to be done thoroughly, and only the most important investments should be allowed in the country. We must protect our industries, we must protect our production of milk and food and other material, and we must protect our own earth resources, and we should not be able to, we should not bow down to the powers of the global capital. Then the next item is the reorganization of the agrarian sector, about paddy cultivation, then other necessities, production of milk, production of fish. In all these areas, multinationals have intervened, and there are very serious problems have come up. And we have to see that the rural society is powerful. UNP has proposed cluster villages. Cluster villages can be useful if the cluster village, each cluster is given power to look into the economic benefits, and then to the security problem, law and order, and also land reorganization. Agrarian reorganization needs powerful bodies. Self-government at the cluster village level is a very important aspect of reorganization. Unless the power is given to the village level, where they can look after the development and also the to protect the sales and distribution, agrarian revolution will not be complete. In particular, in the estate areas, the workers feel that the Pradesh Sabha or the rural committees appointed at the moment are useless. As far as plantations are concerned, they are like urban societies. Workers are all there in line-up, and also the employers are behaving like masters in the urban area. So in that scenario, trying to get at village level organizations in the estate sector have become almost redundant. Therefore, powerful municipality organizations should be introduced instead of Pradesh Sabha in estate areas also. And then only the powers can be coming to protect the land and protect the people, and also to look after the industry. So this is these are the areas we have to discuss, and so therefore democratic revolution has to be taken forward by defeating fascistic chauvinist elements and those who are parochial in thinking, and also who are loyal to the foreign missions and foreign corporations. So therefore, we appeal to the people that the idea taking the democratic revolution forward by mass action is a serious proposal. We should mobilize all left forces to move out of the limitations placed by the liberal democracy and take the revolution forward. And then only we can really defeat fascistic power of Mahinda regime.